talk about happy things like how new graphics cards that nobody can afford in the future are going to be coming out.
Right.
So, although I think RDNA 3 is going to be AMD's decisive blow
Oh,
against
probably.
Nvidia,
Oh, absolutely.
at least from the rumors. So, I don't know if you've seen the rumors.
It's gonna our RDNA 3 is gonna do what Ryzen
Did
2
to
did to
Intel.
Intel.
Yeah.
Like it's
Make
just
it's gonna make my dick hard.
oh
That's
yeah.
what it's gonna do.
It's like is we're in the
The end game.
the era of Intel realistically. This is like or not Intel, the era of AMD. It's like we're
Yeah.
finally getting to that point where it's just like
And I
AMD
fully embrace our overlords.
100%.
So, it's fine.
Because now
I guess
there's finally fucking options.
yeah. And even funny thing is even Intel's graphics cards are showing options because they have their own form of DLSS which they showed off and honestly it looks better than DLSS.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually I hopped back into Cyberpunk last week just a little bit.
I saw that you
I
were
was playing
playing and
that
I
a
know
little
they
bit.
had an update.
Started a new playthrough. Started as a corpo instead of a street kid. Played that a little bit, and I was like, oh, Fidelity FX is available. Fucking game changer.
Oh yeah.
Like I said it. I was like, goal 60 FPS, and then like 85% scaling, and then I just had everything on ultra, and it just sits at 60 plus.
Nice.
Like
Good stuff.
no sweat, no problem. It just works, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, this is incredible.
That's awesome. No, I mean that was the only way I could run it good with DLSS was I needed DLSS.
Well, and
It's just it's a very taxing game.
even before I turned Fidelity FX on, I was still running everything at ultra with uh, ray tracing off, obviously. But I was still running everything at ultra with a solid 50 plus. Like I would occasionally dip to like 45 in a particularly busy screen, but I didn't have to turn down crowd control. I didn't have to turn down vehicle like crowd density. I didn't have to turn down vehicle density. Like it just works and is fine. And I haven't played it since the massive update dropped yesterday. Yeah, they dropped like a 36 gigabyte update yesterday.
Yeah, that was for
That was the 1.3 patch.
the DLC and whatever fixes
It's
that they've
okay.
made,
It's
right?
DLC. It's a different look for Johnny and some new clothes. Like that's it. Like DLC is pushing.
Yeah, it's from what I was saying, yes, it is pushing the boundary of what DLC is.
Yeah.
Um,
But I mean, at least we know that any actual DLC that comes out, like any extra story stuff, is free per CDPR's
yeah,
policy. It'll probably be a year, the game out for a year before that happens. But I expect there's going to be one more big update before the year 2 update. They'll probably do one more bigger patch, or probably a medium-sized patch, and then they'll push the big, huge year 2 update that's really gonna bring the game into its full realization.
I hope so. I mean, because I want to get back into because I still need to finish my first playthrough.
Even like before the 1.3 update, so much was better and streamlined and just worked better.
Yeah, and I was never somebody that had crazy issues.
Yeah, me neither. Luckily,
like the only issue I had was a crashing problem, and I just had to turn people density down.
That's the
and
easiest.
That fixed it.
That's the easiest fix.
And that fixed my crashing issue. Otherwise, for me, the game, I never ran into any bugs. I at least nothing game breaking. Somebody walking into an object, okay, that's not game breaking.
Yeah, like I would occasionally have a moment where like I switched from first person, or like I was riding on my motorcycle and I switched from first person to third person,
Yeah.
or from third person to first person and back again. And the thing with the first person on the motorcycle is it puts the camera right on the gas tank,
Hmm.
but when you're riding, it actually shows you more upright in
Yeah.
third person. So what happened was I switched to first person to put the camera down on the gas tank, but doing that also moves the head.
Oh,
So
oh, really?
when I
Oh,
switched
Jesus.
back to
Was your head just like,
third person, there was just you could just see, because I had the like buns
oh, yeah.
hairstyle,
Yeah.
so you
Yeah.
could just see the two buns sticking out my character's back.
That's funny, though. That's not
That
even
was
game
funny.
breaking.
And like
That's hilarious.
I had another friend, like his biggest issue, like bug wise, was he was just T-posing on his motorcycle.
which,
He's just
which
riding a
that's,
motorcycle around town, just full T-pose straight up.
yeah. And that to me is just hilarious. That's just more reason to play the game.
Oh
Just
yeah.
to see the T-post. I guess apparently when they were streaming the new updates and stuff,
They had some issues.
they did have some issues with like T-posing characters and shit, which of course chat just ate up
Oh, of
and just
course.
naturally. Um, but it's a game I need to get back into, especially since I've been playing the Ascent, which I've already told you to buy that game.
It's absolutely on my list.
Yeah, I still need to finish the story, but the everything about that game, the world, the visuals, the music, like everything, it's such a fun world. And I really, really, really hope that they do more things with it. Have a good solid plan as far as things they want to do with it, because
Because isn't
it's
it?
it's a fun world,
Yeah,
and I would love just more of it. It's just really good stuff.
more just some expansions, some.
Oh, some expansions. Give me more. Here's the funny thing. Like, I'm doing mostly main quests right now. There's still so many side quests that
Oh,
I have to
sweet.
do. It's
Hell yeah.
unreal. And I'm like level 25, I think, right now, somewhere in that realm.
Sweet.
Um,
Yeah, I'm on a spending freeze right now for budgeting stuff. So
yeah.
I found out about it like right after Julianne and I started doing that. So I was like, well, shit. Okay, I can wait till the end of August to pick it up.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. We're
We're
over
almost there.
we're over halfway. So,
We are.
but I so I was like, hey, I picked up Torchlight 3 in the Steam sale.
Yeah, how is that?
Absolutely fucking awful.
Yeah, see, I was gonna
Did you
say I
did you
remember
okay?
people
Did
having
you
mixed
did
reviews on
you
Twitch about it.
like Torchlight 2?
Yes. Then
Don't
I would hate 3.
don't
Yeah,
play
okay.
3.
That's what I
I
thought.
really enjoyed Torchlight 2. There's a lot of side quests. It's an interesting world. The
Oh,
abilities are fun. Like the different things you can do is great. All of that is gone in 3. There's no side quests.
wow.
There are no
Just
side quests in 3 at all.
that seems like a step backwards.
And like, yeah, there are 5 character classes, but none of them are that interesting or unique. Like I
Huh.
went with Railmaster, and I'm like, okay, so I just run around. I like they added like a cool mechanic of like you get a different relic, which it gives you different elemental abilities, but you're locked
Okay.
into that elemental ability for your entire character, for your entire playthrough. You can't change it midway. Like you
That,
can't buy back your skills and go down a different tree. You just
see, that's
have that elemental ability at all. And like apparently as Railmaster, if you're not in the shock element, you're
mhm.
just wasting your time. And
Huh.
then once you get the shock element, you just boost up one skill, and then that's all you use the entire rest of, like, everything you do elsewise is about
Yeah.
boosting your just general DPS to increase your, like, they don't even have mana anymore. They just have relic points.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So there's just your
So,
relic meter, which, you have 100 of that you can't even
uh-huh.
increase. You just have
So,
100 relic points, and you spend those to cast your spells, and
okay.
you only gain it back by dealing damage. There's no passive, there's no mana potions. It's the only way to get your relic power back is by dealing damage with not your relic.
Oh man. Okay. Well, that's on the flip side, and I'm gonna pour this out because I love this game. But you know how obviously you like you just said you're locked in, no options
There's
to
no
reroll
flexibility.
stats
There's
or
no
anything.
flexibility once you pick your character.
Um, the Ascent does a really great job of being able to do that. You have to pay for it with the high, so like higher level, the more you have to pay towards doing skill points. But the best part is you go to basically a surgeon and just you can remodify yourself essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it because it reminds me of the dudes from Cyberpunk, because this like alien thing is wearing basically a glove with just razor blades all over it, like, oh, I can't wait to operate on you.
Yeah,
And he's just
it's just a Ripper Doc, and like
it's yeah, it's your
as soon as you
classic
showed it
Ripper
to me, I
Doc.
was like cyberpunk themed Torchlight Diablo style game. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. And there's so many. I still need to. I haven't even. I've only done solo. I haven't played any of like the co-op, um, because I don't actually think I know anybody else that owns it. But it's such a good
It'll be
game.
me soon.
Good. Well, we can play co-op because
I have a friend who's
uh,
threatened to buy it for me, but
I
I had
almost did
I
just now, to be honest. But you said end of August, so I was like, yeah, we're close. Fine.
I have a friend who like he's just like, oh, multiplayer game that you can't afford to buy right now. Here.
You play now.
He bought me fucking Minecraft Dungeons on the Switch one time because he really wanted to play it after he'd put like 60 hours into it. He really wanted to play
Nice.
it with a friend, which that's a great game.
I've heard good things.
It's the
It's
same. It's the
Minecraft
same.
Diablo,
Yeah,
so
and it's
I
got
I would
that same sort of thing. It's a lot of fun.
almost sneezed. Oh my god. What was I gonna say? Oh, no. What I'm really looking forward to though is I can't wait for the Steam Deck now, because it's a perfect Steam Deck game.
Oh, I bet.
What, twin stick shooter with it's just like laying on the couch playing some Ascent.
Yeah.
I've been looking for games to basically pad my library that I know will be perfect for like something I know I don't want to necessarily sit at a computer for, like
Right.
sit at my desk.
Something a little
Uh,
more casual. Something just a
yeah,
little
something
more.
more casual, something I can like play in bed and Shasta is watching TV.
I
Something
finally
simple like that.
yeah, I finally saw Linus's hands on with it, and I was like,
Oh, dude, I was
okay,
gonna bring that up. Yeah, yeah.
okay, that actually looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, and I love the fact that Valve was like, "Yeah, you want to do a fucking comparison? Go for it, dude." Like,
Like
he brought
you
so
have
much shit in with him to
he
test
did.
with it. It was unreal.
They're like, okay, I have an hour and a half of this, so I gotta go quick because I have a lot
Yeah.
of stuff to touch. Like the
Oh,
fact that he did the little like the latency thing, and he's like, okay,
yep.
latency on this is better than with the competitive product. The
Yep.
heat distribution is better than with the competitive product.
And even then, he was like, "Hey, you guys might have an issue here with the fan,"
And they're
because he
like, oh,
was,
cool. Okay, we'll look at
yeah,
that.
he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll have to look into that." And it's just like the fact that he was like, "Hey, I want to be able to uh hook up to this monitor over here with USB-C. Is that okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, it should totally work."
Well, they
And then
gave him
sure as shit,
they gave him the maybe, and then
yeah, they gave him the
they
maybe.
finally let him try it, and he's like, it just works.
It just
It just
worked.
works.
Like not even an issue. It just like literally plugged in, bloop, and it was there.
Yeah.
And he had a 4K monitor hooked up to
And
it. No problem.
he even presented it as like you could stream with this.
Yeah.
You could hook up a webcam to this system, put it on top of the monitor, have it looking at you. You could have your
Yep.
Twitch chat on the Stream Deck, on the Steam Deck, and then just play. Like it. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's incredible, and that's going to be super accessible for so many
Yeah.
people. And I
Like
love the way he put
I
it. He's
know.
like, this is basically just the most powerful ultra book you can get.
Yeah. And I know there's some like skepticism with the micro SD slot being good, like capable of running games off of. But I at that point though, with that video, I was like, I feel like Valve's gonna find a way.
You can do it
Like
with that's the thing is you can do it with the Switch, and it's not a problem at all.
yeah, and
I
if
don't.
I mean what
It's not
that's running like 10-year-old hardware. So
exactly.
I would assume Valve has some way they're gonna figure shit out.
And I mean, anybody who's really gonna care about that is gonna shell out for the one with the NVMe drive.
Yeah, the 512.
Yeah.
So,
The
which
512
that's
the 512 NVMe SSD. Like anybody who really
yeah.
cares about that will shell out for that money.
And I mean, by all accounts, it looks like that's going to be accessible to upgrade if you want to.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Like, I think it was pretty much confirmed that they don't want you to, but you realistically could pop it open and replace that.
Yeah.
It's not soldered on. The
Yeah,
problem
I
is
love
that
how
drive factor is expensive.
Oh yeah.
That's I mean, I think a 1 terabyte is going to run you close to like $300
Oh yeah.
for the 2230. So, do you really need all that space? That's the question then.
Yeah.
So
And
I would just
I'm
rather get micro
certain
SDs.
you'll be able to cloud game on it. Stream from a PC.
Oh, I mean, it's got if SteamOS magically doesn't have a way to link up to your Steam account that's running on your main PC, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Because you can do it with a tablet now. Like, there's no reason you wouldn't be able to do it with Steam's with Valve's bespoke hardware.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, but no, I mean, I saw that video and that just got me more excited. I was just like, I was already excited, and I mean, Linus was like, "This is trying to find fault," and the way that Valve handled that too, which just they didn't lock it down, which was nice. They were very open. They're like, "Do whatever the fuck you want, just don't open it." They literally that was the only thing. They were like, "Just don't take it apart."
Oh, how like you could tell, like there was a point when Linus was just like moving his iFixit kit out of the way that they started like going. They're like, and he's like, "No, I'm just putting it down. I'm just moving it. I'm just moving."
I'm pretty sure I heard a gun cock in the background. Probably. So they're just saying, oh, "Put it down, sir. Put it down. We don't need you to break this hardware yet."
Put the Protect toolkit down.
Like, I'm surprised Jay wasn't there to do a fucking iFixit commercial. So.
Oh, speaking of tech reviewers that aren't Linus, I'm certain you've seen the Gamers Nexus just absolute takedown of the Gigabyte power supplies.
Yeah. And I'm assuming you saw the response from Gigabyte.
Like, here's how actually like interested and invested in that story I was. Just watching Steve destroy Gigabyte, I actually finished the video. I have never finished a Gamers Nexus video before that his response to Gigabyte's response.
Yeah. Well, you have spoken in the past about how
he's not for me.
He's not for you.
I fully respect him. I genuinely appreciate the work that Steve from Gamers Nexus is doing, actually fighting for the consumer against these companies. As soon as anytime these companies do anything even remotely shitty, Steve is there to call them out for the purpose of standing up for the consumer, because he recognizes that bullshit, and he has my utmost respect. I cannot stand his content.
And see, for me, I love it because his dry, just asshole, sarcastic sense of humor
and
is everything that I love.
Those are always the videos that I watch. Like, his takedowns of those companies are the videos that I watch, because he loses all sense of decorum and just fucking like, that's the thing, is he doesn't even lose all sense of decorum. He has no qualms about absolutely telling it like it is.
It's so true.
Just this is bad and wrong.
Yeah.
You are misrepresenting yourself, and that's bad.
Yeah. And I love it. He's basically the Bernie Sanders of tech.
He is. And like,
he fights for the people.
Linus will do that as well, and I'm sure Jay's 2 cents does also, but
he's been bad mouthing Nvidia a lot lately.
I don't blame him, because Nvidia is kind of hot garbage right now.
Yeah.
But Steve just has a way about it, and I think it's the fact that he's from North Carolina. So he's got that like southern touch. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and did you watch the one with the AMD mountain bike?
I did watch
Because
the and I
okay,
okay, is that's the
I,
first one I finished.
I love the fact that he was perfect for it because he goes mountain
He
biking.
actually like knows what he's doing.
He knows it's like this man can just pick something up and be like, I do this. I'm gonna review this. Here are my thoughts.
Yeah.
I was yeah.
See, and like when it comes to the AMD bikes, I only wanted the Roadster, and I only would have
And
used it. I wouldn't have gone mountain biking with it. I would have used it on the road, and I probably would
yeah.
have been fine.
Yeah, no, and it's more of a collector's item than anything. I
Yeah.
don't know if AMD actually expected somebody to use this thing.
Yeah. I think that's the real.
Obviously they made a mistake, and I feel like if I feel like if
They slapped an AMD logo on a cheap
yeah,
Walmart
but
mountain bike.
I feel like if they would have seen that video, that they would have made Steve like a custom, extremely well-known branded mountain bike that was AMD or something like that. Just to be like,
Or just
okay,
like
we didn't actually think somebody was going to do this.
use like actual high-end mountain biking parts and then just AMD brand it.
Yeah.
Because a good mountain bike is going to be, it's like like those tuner cars, like the brakes are bespoke, the gear, the sprockets are custom milled in whatever certain way. It's got Jimmy's special shock lube, all that good shit. It's got Jimmy's tri-coil spring on the back. It's got Tim's fork pistons on the front, all that crazy shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no,
it's like how they you get the tuner assholes who like deck out their shit and they put all the logos on the door.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I saw one where it was all those logos stylized, but it was just like eggs, bread, milk, cheese.
So it's just a grocery list.
It was just a grocery list on the side of the door, but stylized like all the custom.
Oh,
brands.
That's awesome. That's really cool. That's actually
and it was
really
on
funny.
a fucking Subaru WRX.
Nice. That's hilarious.
That had like those customizations on it. Like it had the fucking fart can muffler on it. It had the nicer rims. Like you could tell that the dude put work into it, but was also super, super self-aware of the situation.
That's awesome.
The stigma that's associated with it.
So I just sent you in the thingamajig the video that goes over Intel's what they're calling it XESS. I don't know what it stands for. I got to read.
It's sex backwards.
It is. It's sex backwards. It's AI based. It'll eventually be open source.
Oh, it's their answer to DLSS.
Yes, which in my opinion, I would need to actually see it or use it firsthand. But based on this video, it looks really fucking good. So, when probably after the show or whatever, but because there is a 4K video, I believe. I think it's 4K. Yeah, it's a 4K video. Oh god, that's loud. Actually, let me play this on my 4K monitor. Full screen.
Oh god, so our fucking bedroom TV.
Yeah.
A whole just row of pixels died.
Oh,
right in the middle of the screen. So like we're finally finishing The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and it's right across everybody's nose.
Oh my god, that's awful.
So
don't you?
It's just like Juliana started watching a show in there, like while I'm out here doing my thing, and she turns the TV on, and I just hear her go, "No!" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Look," and I just see the black line across the screen. I'm like, "Aw."
That sucks. What kind of TV was it?
It's like a Magnavox LED.
Oh shit!
TV.
Okay, so it's ancient.
It's
from
old.
What I'm hearing.
It's old.
Okay.
She got it like 2 years before she moved out. She's had it for almost a decade.
Oh, okay. Well, then you got good use out of it
Oh
then.
yeah, no, we absolutely got
Okay.
good use out of it. Like it was a really good 1080 TV.
Yeah,
Like it hasn't had any issues until this point. Like the only
that's
problem
good.
is like one time when Juliana was moving, she dropped the stand on it and chipped the screen.
Oh
So
no.
there was just like a little like white dot all the time.
Yeah.
But after so long of using it, you just like, and I even used it as a second monitor for like 2 years.
Oh
So it
shit.
it got
Okay.
put through its paces, and
Yeah, it
and
sounds
she
like it.
still got almost a decade out of it.
That's really good.
So what we're probably gonna do now is take my LG TV, put it in the bedroom, and get me like a 4K monitor.
There you go. I've had no issues with this ViewSonic. If you're looking for a 4K, that's
How
I
much
don't
did
remember
that set
what
you
I
back?
paid for it. Let me look at that
I
real
was gonna
quick.
say how much did that set you back? Because we were gonna just get another TV, but we're like that's like $400-ish
Yeah,
if we can
yeah,
do something similar. Because I'd like to have an actual monitor out here. I think a lot of the issues I've been having is that I've been trying to run a TV off a graphics card.
yeah. So it's 32 inch, 60 hertz, 4K. Blah, 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 blah. Actually, let me get you more.
I was looking
I need
at
I need more
Costco.
details
I was
than
looking at
whatever the
Costco and what they had to offer, and they've got a cut. They actually have a an LG ultra wide, a 1440p ultra wide.
which one? Because
Um,
I mean LG has some really inexpensive ultra wides that are
and
pretty snazzy.
that's where it is the LG 34-inch class ultra wide HDR10. Or it's not given the specifications. The 34WL 750-B.
Okay, sorry, what was it again? I just started typing. Right.
The
W
34WL
WL.
750-B dot AUS.
All right. I hate how they name shit.
Oh, yeah, it's
Okay.
awful.
Jason.
And it's like a 5 millisecond response time, but it's obviously like a work.
Yeah, it's a work one for sure. It's not curved. I will say a curved ultra wide is much nicer than a flat one.
Oh, is it just flat? Oh.
Yeah.
Eh.
So the 4K, I know you don't like Amazon, but that's where I got it because layaway with instant
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
gratification.
yeah, yeah.
Was 439.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like
and at least I think that's what it was when I bought it.
it's like fifty
Current price is
dollars cheaper than
439.
that LG.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, it really depends on what you want. I'll be honest, like 4K does have really good pixel density, even to a ultra wide. And
Yeah,
the one you have now is a 4K TV, right?
it's a 4K TV.
My personal would be like just stick with the 4K
Mm-hmm.
aspect and
Yeah,
work around that. But yeah,
that's kind of what I'm
that's
going
totally
for.
up to you guys and your budget as well. So
That's what I'd like to do is maintain the
oh,
4K because
and and
I don't
and
intend to game on it.
but it does have FreeSync, um,
Yeah.
if you want to,
So
and it's
does
got HDR10, and
so does this LG one.
the base has RGB built into it. If you care,
I don't.
I figured. Uh, it's got a oh the no that's a useless feature. Okay, yep. Yeah, I don't know. I like it though. I haven't had any issues. It looks really good with 4K content at 60 plus hertz. So yeah, and HDR, which it's HDR10. I mean, is that really HDR? You tell me. I don't know.
My current TV is HDR10 and it looks fucking beautiful. with HDR content.
Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really special about it. 32 inches.
See, and
It's not
Costco
bad.
also has this,
It has
and
speakers. If for some reason your shit blows up or whatever, you still got speakers.
as I've got options for that.
I
They
know.
also
Most
have
people do.
Costco also has an Acer Nitro 28-inch 4K IPS monitor.
Those aren't bad. I mean, Ace, their Nitro line is just as good as their Predator line, I would say, in terms of
Yeah, and Juliana was like,
overall
"Oh,
quality.
it's Acer though," and I was like, "Acer is actually not awful
Their
anymore."
their their Predator and Nitro lines are exceptionally good monitors. I mean,
Yeah,
the Acer Predator that I have was like the standard, like that was the ultra wide everybody was buying when it first came out because it was
yeah.
the best. I mean, there's so many fucking options now; it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But because I got that, I've had this monitor for over now. Shit, we were working together when I bought. God, okay, I get it. There's a fucking Amber Alert. Calm your shit.
Is the
I'm not
child
fucking
dying somewhere?
Batman. God damn. Like, what do they want me to do? Suit up? I don't have shit. What? Like, I don't have powers. I'm fucking inside. I don't even see cars. Ah,
I don't
I
go
think
places. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't go
I
places.
I think my only issue with this Acer one is that it's 28-inch.
Yeah, I would go 32. I would go as large as you can
Yeah.
comfortably. And I think 32 is actually a really sweet spot for 4K
It
monitors.
yeah. 32's like the about the minimum.
Yeah. Well, you can get my ultra wide. It's only like $800 right now, apparently. So,
Trying to keep it under 500.
yeah, I get that. Otherwise, LG, I think Samsung even has some affordable ultra wides.
Yeah,
And
I
and I
usually keep
think
an eye on.
Acer I think has a Nitro ultra wide for under 450 that I think is like 144 hertz as well. I think it's this one. This one.
Looks like there's an
Yeah, Acer Nitro. It's the XZ 34 2CK. It's a 34-inch 1500 R curve,
XZ
34
34
2CK.
like dash 2.
Nope, just
Oh, 34
all
2 CK.
CK. Yeah. It's a 1500 R curve. It's got FreeSync, display, HDR 400, 144 hertz, display port, and two HDMI 2.0s.
3440
Like,
by 1400 with the
yeah,
1500 curve. And
I
that's
love
even
how
cheaper
this.
than the like that's even cheaper than the Costco one. The only
I
issue
think
the
I
only
think I was looking at this one before.
the only issue I have with that one is with Costco, um you get the extra year warranty.
Mm, mm, yeah,
But this is still a really sweet deal.
it's yeah, and I mean I can see. Shit, you could game on that monitor really easy
Yeah.
because it's
And
a gaming
it
monitor.
would I mean it would just create because I already have an Acer 1440p monitor.
Yeah. So then you've got the perfect. You've got this like almost matching, um, which is always nice.
I'd reasonably be able to just create a triple display.
Yeah. You could go AOC as well. They have some pretty good ultrawides for pretty cheap.
Oh, AOC.
Yeah. I always say AOC. Do people say AOC or?
I always just pictured it as AOC.
And with them, they have a 3-year zero dead pixel warranty. So, which basically they're like, you got a dead pixel, we'll fucking replace your screen. They have one of the best warranties I think for pixels. Um, and they have like really good prices. I think the only thing with them is all their panels aren't IPS; they're all VA panels.
Mm.
But I mean, it's very much personal preference. I just you know,
Yeah, I'm liking this Acer Nitro. This is the XV3340 CK. I pull up the Newegg one.
mm, I think one is curved and one isn't.
Um, I
Possibly, I don't
believe
know.
that
Or
is the yeah, that looks to be the case. The XZ is curved, the XV is not.
yes, I remembered why they're different. I was looking at these not that long ago, like back in February, because I was looking at replacing uh not this monitor, but a different monitor. And I was like, should I just get two ultra wides? Like, but then I was like, if I do, I'd want to get two of the same ultra wide, and then it would just be perfection. But now I'm looking at monitors thinking I need to get another ultra wide for some reason. Get. I don't need it. Get that 49-inch Samsung.
Let's see.
Uh see here. But yeah, I
3440.
AOC makes good monitors.
Mm-hmm.
And I think their dead pixel warranty is easily the best in as far as monitors are concerned. And they have oh, they do have a you could get AOC's Agon, their curved gaming monitor, 49-inch dual QHD 5120 by 1440, 120 hertz refresh. Ooh, it's only $1,000. Amazing. That one's got a 4-year zero dead pixel manufacturer guarantee. That is amazing. What do they call it? They call it Agon Respawn. 4-year zero bright dot, 4-year advanced replacement, 1-year one-time accidental damage coverage. Holy shit. That's amazing.
That is pretty great.
That is easily the best warranty I think I've ever seen for a monitor. That is a big son of a bitch. I don't even know what I would do with that, to be honest. I feel like that'd be the one you'd put up top, maybe. I don't know. Why am I even thinking about this? This is just going to get me in trouble. Helping you find things, I swear to God, gets me in trouble more times than anything. Ah,
Fucking God damn
man, I love looking at monitors for some reason. It's a weirdo, a weird guy. Well, you know what? I was actually thinking, because I do like the monitor arm that I have for the 4K. I was thinking about replacing the one that I have for uh the ultra wide because it's not great. It's very old. It's an old like you remember Ergotron,
No.
like monitor arms?
Uh-uh.
No. That used to be like the go-to for monitor arms way back in the day, but now everybody and their mom makes monitor arms, so I might just get this one again. Which is it right now? What? It went up in price. You motherfuckers. Why is it $20 more than it used to be? Shit. All right, maybe I won't get that then. Damn it. Hmm. Yeah, it's not meant to be then. All right. So what are you thinking? What are you deciding on?
Well, I like the
Have you
Nitro. I
decided?
like the Nitro XZ.
That's the curve.
That's the curve.
Yeah. I like that we've turned this podcast into like a shopping show. That's the best part. We are all over the place on this one today
Oh yeah.
at the moment. But I mean, if we weren't, would it even be considered a good show? That's the real question.
Correct. But there's this
Um,
other monitor. It's a refurbish from Newegg.
yeah. Which one is it?
It's
Or you
the
just want to shoot me the link or something?
I'll just shoot you the link.
This technology.
Right? Where
We're
the
all telling each other what to type in. All right, you're gonna go to www.
https://
This looks like the older model, which I don't believe is. Although I don't know if you care if it's Veza or
I'm not
not.
mounting it, so I don't care. It says it's VESA compatible. I'm looking at the.
It doesn't look like it, but I have been
Oh, it
34
doesn't say.
VA for CHK. Um, I mean, my only thing is I don't know how much I trust refurbished shit from, or sorry, well, I guess it's recertified, whatever they want to call it.
Well, it says refurbished.
I personally have just never been a fan of buying refurbished stuff, unless
I've never had a problem with refurbished
unless
stuff.
I can physically look at it before I buy it.
Fair.
That's the only case for me, because buying online refurbished versus I'm going somewhere looking at a floor model,
Yeah.
two completely different for me. I just like to know that, hey, if
Oh,
if I need a warranty, I've got a warranty. So, what you've got a story?
have I told you my floor model story?
Um, this maybe,
I don't think I have.
maybe not.
So I
You,
when I graduated high school,
yeah,
I got like $1,000 in graduation money, and I was gearing up to go
nice.
to college. So I was like, I'll buy a laptop.
Yeah.
I do my research. I look and I look and I look, and I find a a pretty nice like HP laptop. Like
Okay.
it had a huge battery. Like the battery like physically bumped out the back,
Nice.
and it was like designed as a media deal. And unfortunately, this was like right in the peak of the Windows Vista era, so it
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
an
yeah,
option. I upgraded to 7 as soon as I could, but
yeah.
so like I find a laptop that I really like, and
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yeah, this is a sweet deal, and it's on sale at Best Buy.
Oh, perfect.
Like fuck yeah, it's like $1,000 laptop on sale for $850. I can get a couple accessories.
Yeah,
Great.
maybe a backup battery. Yeah.
Maybe about I didn't go that far. I don't remember what I think I got like a flash drive and a mouse and some other shit. So I go and I look at it and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, like hands on, this is still really nice. I really enjoy this.
Hmm.
Hey, I want to buy this laptop. The guy
Yep.
goes away for a little bit, ticky tacky, whatever the fuck he's doing.
Yeah. Ticky tacky.
I don't fucking know. He goes and he does whatever the fuck he does, and he comes back and he's like, unfortunately, we're out. This one is out of stock. And we're like, okay, well, is it at any of the other stores? And just immediately, no, it's not at any of the other stores. Blah, 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 this. But I can sell you the floor model.
Okay.
And my dad instantly goes, okay, what kind of discount do we get for you selling us a used computer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's already on sale, so I can't really give you a discount, blah, blah, blah,
And
blah.
that's when you walk away.
And we did. And we take a
Okay.
step back, and this was 2008, so like, and my parents are fucking Luddites, so smartphones weren't even an option at the time.
Right, right. My
So
parents are fucking
right,
Luddites.
we call
Oh.
we call home because we went
Uh,
down to the Cascade Station location so we could tax for tax
tax
evasion
free.
tax
Tax
evasion
evasion purposes.
so we drove down to Oregon. So we call home because mom was still
Mhm.
home. We call home and we're like, hey, can you give us the number for the Hazeldale Best Buy?
Yeah.
And we're like, and she gets us the number. We write it down. We call them, and we're like, hey, we're looking for this specific laptop. And like, I'd been looking at this thing for a month, so I knew exactly like what it was. I knew all the specs at the time. I don't fucking know what I had now, but like it was like a really nice, like it came with a fucking remote media PC.
Nice.
So it was good shit. So we called them and we're like, "Hey, do you have this laptop?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I got a bunch of them." And we're like, "Okay." So we just went to the Hazeldale store. We just went to the Hazeldale store and picked it up, and we told them what the Cascade Station guy said, and he's like, "That's messed up."
Dude, that's so bad. Dude, there's been occasion I remember um do you remember when there was a Best Buy off of like 164th? Like before, where like the Kohl's is and everything in
Yeah,
that center.
yeah.
Yeah. When that was still there before that closed, I would go there and make big purchases, but I would be like, can you guys like knock tax off for me? Just like I don't want to go across the river to buy this. Can you guys just knock tax off for me? And most of the time they were like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. They didn't care. They were making the sale, which means it goes to their store.
They're making
That's
the
all they
sale. It
care.
goes to their store. They get a little extra kickback. They don't fucking care. They
Yeah.
just
Oh,
say
and
they just say you're an Oregon resident and move on with it.
here is a fun game you can play if
Oh.
you are pissed at a store and you want to fuck them over.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
this is a fun tip.
Life pro tips with Kevin.
So let's say, for instance, this happened at a GameStop. So basically, what was happening is somebody got really pissed off at a GameStop store. It was like a shopping mall location.
Right.
Okay. They went to a different location. They bought a shitload of stuff. And the biggest thing with GameStop is you can take it back anywhere.
Oh, I see where this is going.
So they would take it back to the GameStop that they hated and return fucking everything. And basically what it does is it impacts that overall location's sales versus returns.
Right.
Yeah. It
So
impacts
this other store was getting super good sales.
This one store is getting great sales, and this other one is getting tons of returns back. So you've got a positive and you've got a negative, and basically they were returning like thousands of dollars of things every month because they hated this store. And that negatively reflects on stores, and eventually they're thinking to themselves, well, why is this location like losing all this money? They'll see returns and they'll be like, why can't you guys keep, what is happening? And if they can't explain it, there's chances that those stores will get shut down or they'll have product move. And it also it fucks with their inventory system as well. Probably not nowadays as hard as it used to, but it does a lot of nasty shit if you buy from one location and then return to an entirely different location. So that's a fun game if you really want to fuck with the store. Buy mass amounts of something from one, return to another one that you hate.
That's like
it's a fun game.
The fucking Walmart exchange exploit.
Oh yeah, or
that was a good one.
What was the one? There was one. It was an old 4chan post where this guy was pretty much using GameStop as a bank, and he would put money in with pre-orders and basically would be like, if I need money, I'll just go cancel my pre-orders and get money out. And he was using them as a banking service essentially.
Wow.
Yeah, instead of an actual bank, until they caught on, and then they were like, you can't pre-order anymore. Oh God, why does the sun always come out at the worst fucking times? I swear. It's only when we record this damn show when the sun decides it wants to be an asshole. And I'm trying not to fucking come on. Go. Ah, fuck it. Whatever. That kind of worked. All right. Yeah. So, have we decided on a monitor? What are we fitting you for today?
I like the XZ.
I feel like, and here's the thing: are you even sold on the ultra wide? Do you just like the idea of the ultra wide, or would you?
I've wanted an ultra wide for a hot minute.
So here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you this right now: if you game on it, you cannot go back. You understand this, right?
Yes.
This is something you will have to think about.
Uh-huh.
If it becomes your gaming monitor,
which it would.
your life is now stuck to ultra wide, and you can no longer make any more moves. That is the thing you will have to deal with, which means you're also going to have to play around with a lot of games now because it will be more demanding,
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna have to fuck with settings more.
you'll have to fuck with settings more. But at the same time, 21 by 9 aspect ratio is amazing. You've played on it. You have played on
I
on
have.
mine,
I did.
and I mean it was also for
It was pretty. It was pretty tasty.
it's a tasty. It is a tasty, and it is a dark place once
I
you
mean,
get there.
I already made the jump to 1440p,
Yeah.
and like that's been kind of my hesitance lately with going to an ultra wide. Is the only affordable ultra wides I've been able to find are 1080p, and that's just not an
Well,
option. That's just not an option.
no, you can't do that. That's stupid. Um, although to be fair,
To be
it
fair,
is easier to be fair. It is fucking goddamn it.
I've
It
ruined you.
is
I've ruined you.
yeah, fuck. Um, to 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 be fair,
To be fair,
um, it is easier to push ultra wides nowadays.
yeah,
Graphic cards are a lot more powerful,
yeah,
and they're only going to get more powerful.
yep.
So
And like
you
that's
know,
if I was still on my like Vega 56, I wouldn't even consider it.
no, that
But
would just be
being on the 6700, like that can handle it.
yeah.
I can
No, that
I can take a little bit of a graphics quality hit for that.
yeah,
I'm willing to like I'm fully willing to take a little bit of a graphics hit or even play at a lower frame rate.
yeah. Well, and the thing is you play. You're not a
I'm not a competitive
competitive
I'm not a
FPS
competitive gamer.
FPS guy, so for you, you're
It doesn't
fine
matter.
with the lower
Yeah.
FPS. So if you're fine with that,
Mhm.
I would honestly say then you should go with the curved Nitro.
Okay.
For one, the curve is far superior than the flat screen in ultra wide. The 1500R is a little bit more aggressive than the one that I have. Mine's 1900R, but it's not going to be like like spanning around your head. So
Yeah.
it should be comfortable. It's a trip to get used to at first, but
Oh
it
yeah.
it it's I would say go with the curved ultra wide. Um, and I'm sure I'll get yelled at later. So
well, actually no, because I found a better monitor for less money.
there you go. Yeah.
Like
If
that's
anything, I
that
help.
like yes, I
There,
have
I will get praised later. That's
yes, I
what'll
would
happen.
have to go to yes, I'd have to go to Amazon for it, but it's ultimately a much better monitor. 144 hertz versus 60.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
and it's a
that's another thing is I made the jump to 144 hertz with the monitor I have. I can't go
oh yeah.
back.
No,
I
no, no,
can't
no.
go
You
back to 60.
you can't. It's you could go down to 120, but
I
you could
could
not
I
go any
could
lower.
I could stand 120, but 60's off the table.
Yeah, no, no,
God
no,
no.
no, no. What am I, a peasant? Fuck you.
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
So yeah,
no,
I
it's
think that's ultimately going to be the play. Plus another reason for going to the a smaller monitor versus another TV is this takes up a lot of space, and I need more space on my table for my stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah. That is accurate.
that making the move to a monitor as a media device.
Yep. Nope. Yep. I would say go with the ultra wide, go with the curve, never look back.
Oh man, D&D's gonna be hot.
It's
Because what I do
it's
now is I put my
majestic.
maps on my TV, and then I have my Discord and whatever reference material up. So now I can have maps on one half, and then I can have Discord and reference material on the other side, and then Discord on the just the monitor.
Yeah. It's a whole new world.
It is.
It's a glorious thing.
Plus the monitor we found isn't like a sale price. Like that's just how much it
Yeah.
costs.
No, yeah, that's how much it costs. And I mean, that's also a great thing. It's just how easy it is to get into ultra wides now compared to what it used to be
Oh yeah,
as
and
far as
that
like
was
gating
my
factors.
that was what I was saying is like it.
Like range. What does this mean? What? Um, sorry, I got a weird text and I don't know what what does that mean? I don't know what that means. It was a really weird question. Um, sorry. Business, not really business, but trying to get people in places that they need to be at work. As far as, you should be in this role because you're better for this role. Um, do it. Pull the button. Pull the trigger.
I still
Push the
gotta
button.
wait. I still gotta wait till the end of the month
Ah,
because it's not a
but
need.
it's but like you said, it's not a sale price, so
It's yeah, that's just the price that it
you're good.
is.
Jesus Christ, phone. I need a new phone so bad. This phone used to be good. Now it's shit. It's misspelling things. It freezes. It just whatever. Uh, okay. Here we go. All right. I'm caught up. All right. What's next on the chopping block? So we've got you a monitor. What are we looking for next?
Fucking OnlyFans, bro.
Oh, I heard about that. I thought that was
Like
way
what
to
the
shoot
fuck?
how a company shot their revenue stream in the foot. Brought to you
It's
by them.
so fucking stupid too because
I just
the whole thing is spearheaded by the same organization that neutered Pornhub
yeah, I don't
in the exact same way.
it's weird. And for one, it seems it, their statement was really bad because it's like we are going to cater to all these creators. And it's like, okay, but there's like
Do you
40
realize
million other
how
websites
much
that do that.
how much fucking money they're going to lose by doing this?
Well,
Like
somebody
yes
some
they're getting ahead of the game because what happened was is there's a BBC article that's about to go out
oh, I didn't know there
that's
was an
talking
article.
about like the whole well, who knows if there's no user verification, so who knows who's doing what on there. Like that was what
Spoiler alert, the internet doesn't have age verification, you fucking retards.
yeah.
Like
Well, and it was like
what?
who know like that was the whole
Do you
argument
know how
against
many times I
that
was
was
saying I was 18 when I
that
wasn't?
was the whole it's not about keeping the kids from watching porn. It's making sure that it's there's no verification for making sure the kids aren't in the porn.
Oh, well,
Which
that's
was
easy. How hard is that to just like set up a fucking authentication verification process?
why do you think 70% of the videos on Pornhub got deleted?
Well,
Because
yeah,
the
because
only people who were verified stayed.
yeah,
And anybody that wasn't verified wasn't there anymore.
yeah, they just got rid of them because they
And that
couldn't
was
trust.
exactly it. Is there was so much unverified content on there, it was actually impossible to search to adequately search for any illegal activity going on there. And because they're hosting this, Pornhub is liable.
Yeah, well, I mean, for Pornhub, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You might as well nuke the content because unless you're verified and we can verify you,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way.
And
But it's not like
would have been
OnlyFans can't do the same thing.
the much smarter option would be to create and better verify, age an age gate on Pornhub. It's not hard, or not Pornhub, OnlyFans. It should have been there to begin. Like that's the problem. Is this stuff
Mhm.
should have been there to begin with?
Yeah.
Like this stuff should have existed right out of the gate. There's no like the fact that it didn't is kind of problematic, and I get that they're going for the whole algorithmic thing, but
They could do what
there's
Apple's doing and just have a thing scan your phone constantly.
oh, I know, right? Which is super ironic compared to the whole like what happens on your iPhone stays on your iPhone and
And then
in
they're like,
Apple
"Oh,
servers and
by the way, there's an algorithm that's looking at all of your photos."
all the
So,
time, always. And as soon as anything a
congratulations.
little sketchy shows up, we're alerting the authorities. Good luck.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like, oh, cool, thank you.
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty sure that already is off the table. I don't think they're gonna push forward with that.
You don't?
I don't think so. I think right now they're in a space where there's too many people that are like, hey, we like the fact that Apple is standing up to Facebook and other companies about privacy. But then they're like, I feel like if they drop the whole, by the way, we're going to scan your photos 24/7, people are going to be like, wait a second,
Well,
that's
and
kind of,
it's the whole issue with that is like, yeah, it's great that they're standing up to fucking Facebook and all of their anti-privacy bullshit, but do you really think Apple's that much fucking better?
yeah. I mean,
Like
it's
like
kind of all the
the
same.
reason they're standing up to Facebook is because that's just extra metrics for the Apple algorithms to have to dig through. If that
Yeah.
stuff's not there, it's so much easier for Apple to just do their garbage.
Yeah. I
And
don't know.
like
There's no
to
happy
the point
place.
where like with the fucking new Apple updates, Discord was just like, yeah, we can't let you do only on iOS devices, you can't be a part of adult servers.
Which is just,
Which was just stupid. And like
I'm wondering where this push is coming from right now. Like, did the Catholic Church decide to pay a bunch of people and try to make a push
you're
for?
actually not that far off.
I'm pretty sure I'm fucking not, considering
There's
they have more
so
money than God.
the organization that spearheaded the neutering of Pornhub is now spearheading the neutering of OnlyFans. It's called
Yeah.
the Exodus Project. Right?
Yay!
I looked into it, and
Nailed it.
they frame themselves as like a rehab, freeing yourself from addiction thing, but they're anti pornography.
Ah, cool. So they're fucking kids. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's usually what happens.
Uh-huh.
At some point, somebody's going to get found out for molesting or raping children,
Mm-hmm.
and then the whole thing falls apart.
It's a religious organization that aims to remove porn from the internet.
So a lot of
That's it.
unhappy women
Correct.
getting together for some reason. Okay. Well, I'm sure
Or
at
just a
some
lot
point
of
that'll
really
fall apart.
frustrated guys.
Something. A lot of nice guys in that group, I bet. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. It's again, it's one of those things. We're trying to censor the internet, and it's it starts with one thing, and it's going to lead to several thousand others.
Yep.
Next thing, it's going to be like, well, we can't show evolution on the internet. That would just be, yeah, that should be illegal. And then it's like, okay, easy there, China. Like, what?
Yeah.
You gonna build a great firewall? Like, it's a slippery fucking slope, and that's all right. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm sure somebody at some point is
And
going to be like, "You can go fuck yourself."
It's like, there's so many other things that could be
To work.
tackled with the money that they're spending on this, because
Oh yeah,
the specific methodology that they're using that this organization is using to take down Pornhub and now OnlyFans is they're just talking to the credit card companies.
yeah. I saw that.
And like what happened was is the credit card companies just said, well, we're not gonna give you any of our money, so bye. So so Pornhub ended up relying entirely on ad revenue, which if that wasn't the case, Pornhub would have shut down. Guess what's not the case for OnlyFans?
What's that?
Is no advertising on OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's all based
It's
on
entirely
subscription based,
user generated revenue that OnlyFans takes 20% cut of.
Yeah.
OnlyFans made $2 billion last year.
Don't worry. This year,
Or
they're
$2 billion of revenue was generated on OnlyFans, and they took 20% of that.
wow. I'm not good at math. Could you tell me how much money they made?
Let's see. 10% is about $200 million.
Wow, that seems like a lot of money.
No, wait,
But
$400
but
million.
that's that seems like a lot of money. But I don't know. I don't know. Well, I hope they're prepared to make a hell of a lot less than that because you know, you know what's going to happen. It starts in October, right? That's when it's supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to go to the end of this year, and then they're going to be like, "We are reverting all changes that we made. Please, for the love of everything, come back. We need money."
Oh no, they're just gonna go bankrupt.
Or go bankrupt.
They're
But
just gonna go bankrupt. And okay,
if they're smart, they don't. But
they're not.
we'll see. We will
And
see.
like my friend pointed out, is like we have an actual problems in the world, like climate change and COVID, income inequality causing people to starve and live in squalor. But no, let's go after the porn. I'm like, yeah, there's no legislation to fight through. There's no red tape when it comes to
Yep.
taking down these porn organizations. All these people have to do is go, but the children.
But your lack of parenting.
Yeah. And everyone, and they just run scared, especially with how fucking easy it is to create fucking to convince someone that there's human trafficking going on because somebody wore a green shoe in their proximity one day. Like there was the whole, like, right?
What? No, is that a thing? Please tell me that's not a thing.
That specific one, but all of the like human trafficking things are that ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
Like there was one where it was just like there was random writing on a couple of back windows.
And we need to make sure to clarify this. We do recognize that human trafficking is a thing. We're not saying human trafficking does not exist.
100%. Human trafficking is a humongous problem. But the bigger issue is that there are so many things that are being false flagged as human trafficking that the actual problem isn't being looked at because nobody knows what to actually fucking look for. Do you know what the best place to look for in human the best place to look when it comes to if a person is being trafficked?
What's that?
Their family.
Oh.
Almost all sexual crimes, almost all human trafficking originates with the family. Almost all kidnappings originate with the family. All of this stranger danger garbage is a waste of time that's letting actual criminals get away with it.
Hey, you know what? I think South Park did it best. We should send all the children away and build a wall around all of our cities.
Yes.
So we're going to need to find a Chinese man to build a wall. And we're just going to have to send all of our children away because we can't be trusted.
And just hope there's no goddamn Mongolians.
Oh, no Mongolians. Oh, man. Dude, this is a banger of a show so far. We've hit a lot of good topics.
Yeah, it's the week off, I think. Taking the week off.
Taking that week off.
We just took a like
there was a lot of news, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, yeah, no, between last weekend and today, fuck.
Yeah. And I mean, and I'm thinking, I'm even
like, okay, there was a lot of news up to and including the fact that we lost a fucking war this week.
Spoiler alert. That's what we're good at doing. I don't think we've really won a significant one in a while.
Not since Korea.
Yeah.
No, we still haven't won Korea because that just ended in a ceasefire. Like the Korean War could start up again at any fucking moment.
Yeah. But what I think we both agreed just before we start recording.
It was a big waste of time and resources.
Should have never been there. shouldn't have wasted time, money,
Even if
effort.
you can
But
actually justify going there, it should have ended a decade ago when we killed Osama bin Laden.
100%. That's just, And what did we do? We do what we do best. We leave shit there because why the fuck not? It's too much to take back home.
And now all the Republicans are pissed off because they have no recourse for shoehorning in all sorts of
They'll find a way.
of like,
we just need to find the next threat.
Yeah. Whatever.
You know what that's going to be? It's going to be the war on immigrants, man. You know what it's going to be. I guarantee.
I mean, we already
give it a month. They're going to try to push something to put troops at all the borders. No. I mean, like, more troops. Like, we're going to send.
It's already fucking happening. They're screening Border Patrol agents for their knowledge of Afghanistan politics. Like, that's so actually currently happening. Like, it didn't even take a month. They are actively looking for Border Patrol agents with expertise on, like, what's going on over there right now.
We live in a country. Why people want to come here anymore is beyond me.
Where the fuck else are they going to go?
I don't know.
Everywhere else is on fire because of us.
Yeah.
We're the only safe place, and that's because we take the problems to everybody else.
Yes. This is why we should just
something. World War III is going to happen, and we're gonna be the bad guys.
Finally. God, then we can get a proper Call of Duty.
Like, granted, like, there's gonna be, involved with it is going to be Russia and China, but at the end of the day,
we're
the baddies.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we've been the bad guys for almost a century now.
I mean, what's the saying? What did Batman say? You either something,
you either die
or
a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, and we became the villain a long ass time ago.
Yeah, that's true. That actually is.
You want to know what the most well-funded terrorist organization in the world is?
Who's that?
The Central Intelligence Agency.
What? Next you're going to tell me they spy on us?
A lot, even.
That, you know what? I'm sorry. I hated the Snowden movie for the fact that guy was so jaded. He had no fucking idea that the U.S. was spending more time spying on its own people than other countries. Like,
as soon as that came, like, as soon as that whole thing came out, I was like, and people are surprised.
Surprise Pikachu face.
Like,
it's like,
where is?
I feel like that should be a TikTok. I bring you spying on U.S. citizens. Judas. It's just like...
I bring you frankincense. Thank you. And I bring you
murder.
Judas.
Judas. I mean, come on. Like,
I found a TikToker who just started doing these videos, and she's been one of my favorites. But she started doing these videos that are just dramatic readings of vines.
That's funny.
And she has, she's like, road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. LeBron James. LeBron James. LeBron James. LeBron James. Thank you. But she even did the I bring you frankincense. Thank you. And murder. Judas.
That's impressive. I do actually. That's one of the few trends I like.
All black turtleneck, like, slam poet look.
I'm all for it.
And she sits on a stool in a spotlight, like, production quality. I'll have to send you another one. She also has a series of just surprise Matt Damons. And it's like an 8-part series, too. It's just like all the times Matt Damon just showed up. For no reason.
Like, in random things, or just... movies or?
Why was Matt Damon there? Why is this character played by Matt Damon?
Oh, I think my favorite is Deadpool. Deadpool 2, where he plays the redneck.
That showed up. There was like the just several times that he just
But I mean,
showed
at the
up
same
in a.
time, we also had Brad Pitt in that fucking movie.
Oh
So
yeah.
that was the funniest
Oh
shit
yeah.
ever.
For literally like 2 frames.
2 fucking
That he actually
frames, man.
showed up on set.
For a cup of fucking coffee and 2 frames. Oh God. I can't wait for the third one. God, it's gonna be good.
Oh, have you seen the Suicide Squad?
Yes, of course.
That was
Fantastic movie.
incredible.
It's amazing what happens when you have a proper writer and director behind the helm.
Not only a proper writer and director, but a proper writer and director that actually gives a shit. There was
And puts together really good soundtracks.
yes. And like that was the thing is like everybody the whole like debacle with the first one was the soundtrack.
That was awful.
And just how god awful it was because I actually I saw someone who watched who watched Suicide Squad for the first time a week before the Suicide Squad came out.
Oh, poor bastard.
And he watched it and he's like, I am 15 minutes into this movie and there have already been 8 licensed songs and I have no idea what's going on. He went 35 minutes into the movie before he had to just stop and come back to it. It's so bad. Like he had to like he's like, so I am watching Suicide Squad. I had to stop 35 minutes into it. I will come back to it tomorrow. It just made me that mad.
That's so awesome.
He even points out like all the ways that it was supposed to do something else. Because there was the whole point where like you see Joker die like in the helicopter crash. You could tell that was supposed to be it. Like that was supposed to be the actual death of the Joker.
Yep.
Which was going to play into Birds of Prey, where Harley Quinn and the Joker broke up or weren't together anymore. Birds of Prey was great.
It was okay.
Compared to Suicide Squad.
Yes, compared to Suicide Squad.
Birds of Prey was just dumb fun. It accomplished being a dumb fun movie very well.
It was okay. It was watchable. That's the thing. The biggest thing is it was watchable, right?
I found it actually entertaining. Like watching Harley Quinn fuck up a police station with a 40mm grenade launcher.
That was pretty awesome.
Trey Magnifique. It was just beautiful. Just chef's kiss. Good shit. Like, not only is she just shooting these dudes point blank with grenade bombs, she's actually using the grenade launcher as a bat. Like, that's good filmmaking right there. Plus, it was like
that's good family.
It's the comparison of like I've even seen the direct comparison of it is like this is Harley Quinn written by a woman, and Harley Quinn written by a man. And it's 2 completely different characters. And I really enjoyed that the Suicide Squad wasn't just the Harley Quinn show part 3.
Oh, yeah. No, James Gunn was not about to do that. He's not an idiot. She had just as much.
She had all of like 30 minutes of screen time.
I mean, she had
45.
I would say she had just as much screen time as every other like character that didn't instantly die, obviously.
Oh yeah. And like it was very much blood sports movie.
Yeah, if there was any standout, it was Bloodsport. But at the same time, you could almost say that there were standouts for pretty much every player in that game.
Oh yeah,
like every character had a standout moment that really kind of set the whole thing.
Bless James Gunn for giving us that version of King Shark.
Oh, 100. Stallone as King Shark is, everything I didn't know I needed.
These tactical modes of like, there's someone on the 3rd floor. I've got him in my sights. Just let me know and I'll take the shot. Bird.
Everything about King Shark was spot on.
Just
because
Anytime,
dumbest character,
any
but you felt attached to him the entire time.
anytime there was any possibility of King Shark maybe dying, I went, no,
Right?
no.
You're like, oh God, no.
Like there's this one dude, he's like, oh, characters in media that I would die for because that's baby. And like, Sebastian showed up, the little rat. And I was like,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Yes. Oh,
100%. Why is King
100%.
Shark not on this list?
Yeah. That
King
that was
Shark is baby. He must be
like,
protected, even though he can rip a man in half.
and like the fish fight with him
Oh, it
that he
was
had.
so funny.
I was just like, oh God, because I he was bleeding, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is.
I guess
he hasn't bled before.
That's the first time you see him get like fucked up.
And I was like, oh God, no. And then the tower, I'm like, oh God, no.
And tower, and then they just unload on him, and he just gets up.
He just gets up, and I was like, oh, thank God. I mean, it's like how towards the end of Game of Thrones, I cared more about the wolves than the fucking characters. I was like, oh, thank God, Ghost is still alive. Okay, right. He's the only one that matters. Everybody else could die.
Good. He still exists.
Yeah, everybody else could die.
But like even like fucking the rat.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
adorable.
By the way, was one of the rats that played him was named Crisp Rat.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
It's in the credits.
Oh, that's amazing.
There were two rats that played Sebastian. One was named some normal mundane name, and the other was Crisp Rat. Also,
Crisp
like
Rat.
even Nathan Fillion's like 5 minutes in the movie,
stupidest fucking character.
It just starts smacking him,
slapping people. Oh,
just like not actually doing it. He's just kind of smacking him.
Yeah. No, the first 5 minutes of the movie is easily
so good.
It's so amazing.
Like even fucking what's his name? Pete Davidson's character.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
The 5 minutes he had on screen was he just brought that character to life. Like even when he's just doing the little banter with the guard, like the
yeah. It was fantastic. It's
one
of those movies.
Next to fucking Weasel.
Oh yeah, that was
whatever.
Weasel, yeah. Which again, another character.
Like
so
what the fuck was
stupid. That? Yeah, and it was just the end credits with him too. It was just yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, no, it's a I need to rewatch it because it's for me, it's like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's one of those movies
it had that energy.
It had that like where you just want to rewatch it because you're like, not only did the soundtrack get me going, but everything was just so well done. Like everything. I mean, when they're going to rescue what's his face, and they're just having that killing competition.
Oh my God.
And John Cena just walks by the guy with a hatchet, just duh, 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 as he's walking by.
Yeah.
And they're both just going on a rampage of just killing all these people. Then it's like
I do love that John Cena's like blending in outfit was a shirt that's too small and denim shorts.
Yes. Yep. It was everything I needed. That and him coming out in whitey tighties for no reason other than John Cena wearing whitey tighties was just
I was not complaining.
It's just he's like, what do you wear? Everything about that movie fantastic. I felt like
I actually cared about the characters.
Yeah,
that was something that I couldn't say. I cannot say that for any. This is far and away the best DC film.
Oh yeah, I really don't think it's a contest. I think Snyder's cut of the Justice League brings it almost home. But there's still a lot of issues with that movie.
I still need to watch the Snyder cut and compare it to the OG, having seen the OG.
There's not even a reason to compare. The Snyder cut is by far the superior film.
Okay.
Just because it actually does what the OG version doesn't do. it gives you fucking backstory on
It gives
characters.
you and like
It actually gives
that
you a
was
reason to fucking care about the characters.
that was what the Suicide Squad did so much better than Suicide Squad is it
Yeah.
actually gave you backstory with context.
Yeah.
It didn't just throw up a flashback on screen of the character and the things
Right?
they can do kind of
Yeah.
sometimes a little
No,
bit.
and what I loved was when characters in the movie were telling a story about their past. You know, they had the flash ups of Rat 2, Ratcatcher 2,
Oh,
and her stories with her
beautiful.
dad.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I loved that character. And I loved that
yeah.
I loved that her dad was Taika Waititi.
Yes. Yeah.
That
That
just
was
brought it home to me because he has
oh,
that type of character down so well.
dude, have you seen the new Eternals trailer?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Oh, oh, everything I needed. I just need that movie now and I'm set. So, yes. My God, there it's just dude, Marvel is about to launch into a whole new realm of just I it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh, everything I needed to see before that movie was in that trailer. It was
Yeah, it gave
absolutely
you all the context you needed for it. Sorry,
yep.
I spilled my
No,
mayo.
you're good. You're good. I was just, yeah, no, going off of that, seeing the first trailer and being like, okay, I know of them, but I don't know where this is going. And then the second trailer, it was like, okay, no, I still need a little bit more. But the third one, that is all I needed. Don't show me anything else more. No, don't show me anything else. That's all I needed in that third trailer. It gave me everything I needed. It gave me enough of the backstory I needed. It was perfect. And I'm just ridiculously excited to see that one too. And then plus we got Shang-Chi in a couple of weeks here. That's going to be fantastic.
I think that's
September 3rd.
September 3rd. Okay, so like
Yep,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Which I'm actually realistically we're gonna go to the theater for that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Just because well apparently nobody's going to theaters anyways right now. So
Yeah.
it if you hate people but love watching movies on big screens, apparently now's your time. So
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. I want to go to see that in the theater. I don't want to wait because it's not coming out on Disney Plus. Um so
Not
I don't want to
immediately
wait.
anyway.
Yeah, not immediately. I don't want to wait, and I think it's going to be one of those where big screen is going to be amazing for that one. Same with Eternals. Honestly, I'm thinking I might IMAX that one because
Eternals looks like it's absolutely worth. I haven't seen any of the
yeah,
trailers for Shang-Chi, but
you should check
Eternals
out
looks like
that
it
some of
will
those.
absolutely be big screen worthy.
Like, especially when they go to that scene with the Celestial.
Ugh,
Oh, oh, I'm all for it. Let's fucking go.
that movie looks really good, and
It's gonna open up a lot of things
can't
for them to
remember
go.
his name, but he played the Pakistani guy on.
Oh, shit.
I'm
I know
completely
exactly who
blanking
you're
on his
talking
name.
about. Silicon
In
Valley.
Silicon Valley.
Kumar blah, blah, blah. Is it Kumar something? It's Kumar something. I'm probably way off and it's gonna sound racist. Kumar.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh, okay. I was way the fuck off. Never mind.
Like he's just a really good actor.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm
he got
excited to
fucking
see what
ripped
he
for
ends
this
up.
movie.
I'm excited to see what he pulls out for.
Well, the whole lineup,
Oh
dude,
yeah,
is ridiculous. It's stacked with just accomplished actors and actresses. It's just like, oh,
this is a completely different role for anything Angelina Jolie's ever done.
yes. And yet I see her pulling off I see her pulling this character off perfectly. It from those trailers, it just seems like
Especially that most recent one where she gets like pulled in and like the stroke on the
yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
had an energy to it.
Oh yes. Oh
And
dude.
it's obvious even just from the trailers that all of the characters have really good chemistry with each other.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I
Because that
and
like
I
that's their
love
whole thing is they've
the
all been on
even
planet Earth for like 5,000 years, and they've all known
yeah,
of each other and have like obviously their paths have crossed over time, and it's
yeah,
clear that they brought any and all of that energy to this.
yeah. I mean, just look at the end of that trailer when he's like, "Oh, you've built yourself. I bet this table's made out of vibranium," and just
Fall collection,
absolutely just
IKEA.
IKEA. And it's just, it's
Oh, you built
it's
yourself a
I
good safe house.
yeah, it's just it's gonna be good. I don't want to say I have high expectations for it because I'll be honest, Marvel has rarely done wrong as far as movies go.
They've definitely missed a couple,
They've had
but
some misses, but
they've
but
definitely
to be
had.
completely off the mark is I don't think they've been completely off the mark
Oh
yet.
no, oh no.
I think they've
But
had some missteps, but at this
yeah,
point they've got their thing, down
like
pat. It's
back
it's
back to back to the Suicide Squad. I would actually
yes.
argue that the Suicide Squad is better than some Marvel movies.
Oh, I would agree. I would agree.
Like it's absolutely
Um,
better than Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Thor, Dark World.
Thor: Dark World, yes. Ant-Man's a toughie. I love Paul Rudd. God damn, I
I
love Paul
love
Rudd.
Paul Rudd. And that's the thing is, I love the character of Ant
Yeah.
Man, and I love the energy that Paul Rudd has brought to Scott Lang. I hate the movies. The
So here's
movie as
and
a whole is bad. The characterization is good.
and I think what's going to happen is with the next Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania. I think that's going to be the breakout Ant-Man movie. That's going to be the one
You
to
think
then
that's the
set
one
the
where they're gonna
bar.
bring it home?
That's the one where they're going to set the bar as far as that character and where it goes. I think that's where because I have a feeling. Well, I can't say for sure. No, I better keep all speculation to myself because I don't know if any of it's going to happen. So
Well,
I feel like
put it out there so we can see.
it,
That's the point
I
of
feel like
speculation.
well, see, I feel like with that one specifically, Quantumania, I think that's when we're gonna get a glimpse at the next Fantastic Four.
Probably.
It because it's happening. They've already announced that Fantastic Four is happening.
Oh yeah.
It's only a matter of time before it fully hits, and I think it's gonna come and play in that movie.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
could be wrong,
Well, and
but
I
we'll see.
the way that they're going with a lot of the way they set things up with at the end of Endgame
Yeah.
is they set everything up for some solid cosmic Marvel.
Well, here's the thing. You need to watch Loki,
I
right?
do. That is
Loki answers a lot of those questions and basically shows you where we're going now.
okay.
So you need to power through the rest of Falcon and Winter
I've
Soldier.
one more episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, it's a good one too.
I
God
was
damn it if it's not a good one.
so fucking hype at the end of the second to last episode.
Oh,
God,
this one?
I
This
fucking
one
screamed
this
when
one
they
will give
didn't
you
show the
like
uniform.
dude, this one will give you a justice boner.
Good,
Like it's
good.
yeah, oh it's
God,
amazing.
the beginning of that fifth episode
Ooh,
was
ooh,
so
ooh.
fucking righteous. Oh,
Oh
that
yeah.
fight was so good. Like
Yep.
just the three of them in that warehouse, just absolutely fucking throwing down.
Oh yeah. No, it's you yeah, and you need to watch Loki and I guarantee you that's going to answer a lot of fucking questions that you might have because Loki is pretty much setting up the rest of this phase as far as Marvel's concerned. So,
Okay.
you and realistically it's also going to tell you who the next big baddie is.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it sets that up, it sets up a lot of shit.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been on my list. I just we haven't been much for watching things lately because I've been painting like a fucking
Well,
animal.
look, here's the thing. Tom Hiddleston. All right, just that's all you need to know.
I'm not.
Now
He's not for me.
Owen Wilson. That's all you need to know. So,
I can deal with Owen Wilson. I just watched The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
yeah,
That
great
was
movie.
Like that was one of Bill Murray's and Owen Wilson's best performances. Easy.
You're gonna rethink that after watching Loki, man.
Oh,
Like
really?
his character, they have such good chemistry in this show.
Fair.
I mean,
Like
it's.
so I appreciate Tom Hiddleston. He's just not for me.
I think you're gonna change your attitude in this show.
Because I've never been like the huge like raging hard on for Loki that everybody had
Yeah, you're
after
gonna
the
have one
Avengers,
after you watch
it's
it.
worth
Like,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
You're gonna be like,
that's not to
oh
say
god
I
damn.
wasn't excited for Loki.
Yeah,
I after seeing like the promotional material for it, like I wanted to see it. It just never came
yeah,
up.
yeah. No, this Loki sets up so many things. That yeah, it definitely you guys should prioritize watching that, especially before like any more of the big movies come out.
Okay.
I would say, yeah,
Because we also still haven't watched Black Widow.
that's fine. I would say, oh,
I
well,
I
no,
after
that's fine.
after what I've heard about it,
It's not a bad movie, and actually the problem is the fact that Black Widow was supposed to set up a few things for Falcon and Winter Soldier. So now you kind of know a couple things before,
yeah, because
and
it takes place immediately after Civil War, doesn't it?
yeah, it's like it's in between Civil War and um Infinity War.
Yeah,
So yeah.
because it's like
I
when
will
she
say
goes dark.
they did do Taskmaster dirty, and I don't know
Did
why they
they?
went the direction they did with it.
God damn it! Because I was gonna ask, are we at least gonna see more of him? Probably.
We
Hopefully.
probably will, but well, I I want to be hopeful and say yes, but
Not without.
not without some serious reworking on the character.
Because Taskmaster,
Yeah,
like Taskmaster as a character, is so
is
fucking
fucking
cool.
amazing. Yeah, no, it's ta-
So for him to just be kind of this, is
and
disappointing.
it's not due to anything like the abilities are there.
He has his
Yeah,
copycat.
he's got his copycat.
Okay.
All that shit's fine. It's the route they went with.
The
Is it
plot.
a spoiler? Yeah, it's the way they went with the plot. I'll just set it at that. I guarantee you're gonna angry message me about what the fuck did they do. So
My boy,
yeah,
they ruined my boy.
they
And
massacred my boy.
It's not like Taskmaster is one of my favorite Marvel characters ever. I just recognize that he's a really cool character and has a lot of really
He's a
cool
cool
potential.
character. Yeah,
And that's why I was excited to see him in like actually come to the MCU, and then fucking apparently they did him dirty.
do you want me to spoil what they fucked
Not
up or
not on not on air.
okay? We can do that off air. But yeah,
So
it's
we got a
unfortunate.
little spoilery with the Suicide Squad, but I don't think it'll be too bad. By the
I
time
mean,
anybody,
if you haven't seen it already,
it's
go see the fucking movie.
that's definitely like
All 5 of you that listen to the goddamn show.
go watch that. Like Juliana was like, oh, I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. I was like, after I just watched it. She's like, if it's
Yeah,
good, I'll watch it. And I was like, this
yeah,
is
good.
good.
This is really good.
Like like I actually cared about the characters.
Yeah, like I
Actually
had like
funny.
7 servings of spaghetti good. Like it's
Actually like a little like heartwarming at moments.
oh yeah, yeah,
Like fucking polka dot man.
right.
Fucking
Although
polka dot man.
I just loved how he imagined everybody.
That was
The
great.
best
When he's
part.
like, I just imagine everybody. She's everywhere. It is like, well, where's your mom now? Everywhere.
Everywhere.
It just cuts.
This is the show.
That was the King Shark version.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I love like when they're doing the camp to go after Rick Flag, and he takes down the tower, and he's just like, I imagined they were my mom, and I killed them.
His character was so great.
So great.
So good.
Oh my god, did you see the cat?
The cat? What are you?
Hold up. You have to see this. So um, while they were filming, a cat was found on set, and it got
Oh,
adopted
okay.
by the guy who played Polka
Oh,
Dot
Polka
Man.
Dot Man. Oh, nice.
So,
I know there was the scene where John Cena ate 30 empanadas, but
wait, what?
so when they were filming,
Uh huh.
um, basically John Cena is a man of strict movie going. So he was eating. He had no spit bucket or anything.
Right.
And I guess there was a scene that they kept reshooting. You remember the scene after when they're interrogating Genius and doing all this stuff, and he's just there eating. He's eating something in his hand.
Yeah.
You see it briefly, but he's eating it throughout the entirety of the scene. So apparently, because they had so many different angles to shoot at, and they did so many shoots of
They
it,
had to do so many
he
takes.
he ate 30 empanadas in one single sitting, essentially.
Jesus Christ.
And
I mean, but the
and
dude's fucking stacked. So
no, I mean, yeah, I think it was either Fallon or Conan he was on. And it was like, so what? Were you sick? What happened? He was like, I was really full, but I like any. I think he said something along the lines like any good actor, I kept it down, and it was just like,
I mean, Chris
it was
Pratt is
so
the same
funny.
way. But yeah, so the
Oh
dude,
my god, that's adorable.
the dude adopted
Holy
a cat
shit.
in fucking costuming.
Little tiny costume
just a
for
tiny
him.
little polka dot man costume. It's adorable.
That is absolutely adorable. Oh my god. See, that is when something wholesome like that happens on a movie,
Like that's
you
how
know
you
it's a
know.
good
Like
movie.
that's how you know it's a good set
Yeah.
because everybody
And
there is having a good fucking time.
and actually, what's funny is my brother actually watched The Suicide Squad, which for him, he usually just completely avoids superhero movies.
Oh wow.
Like I don't think he's watched any of the Marvel films,
Wow.
any of that stuff. So like for him to actually watch something that would be considered a superhero movie and enjoying it, that was like a whole other level. So it must be successful if you got people who don't even generally like the genre.
They did.
Food. What did you make?
Cream cheese.
Oh, look at this.
Bacon.
Oh, that
Cream
looks
cheese,
fucking
bacon
delicious.
rolled, sour cream, chive bombs rolled in croissant rolls.
Fuck, I don't have
Crescent.
a car today.
Look at that. Those are straight out of the oven too. Oh, hold on. This one.
This is a mukbang now.
This is like what's inside.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's hot.
It is really hot. It's burning my fingers. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna let those cool. They're really hot. But yeah.
I said, damn it, I don't have the car today, or I'd be on my way already. Those are fucking delicious.
Yeah, I bet they're good. They look good. I really want to take a bite, but I don't want to burn the shit out of my mouth. Oh.
Well, we're in the safe wrap up zone, so.
Are we in the safe wrap?
We
I've literally just been looking at these the whole time now. So,
there's a little bit of cheese on top of those, aren't there?
Yeah, there's cheese on top as well. Yeah. So, hold on. I gotta bite this for the camera. Oh my god, this just smells really good too. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's like biting into loaded baked potatoes.
Oh.
Oh man. And that ranch just hits it hard too. I like that. Oh.
That's the stuff.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap here. Because I'm gonna do some terrible things to this food.
Okay. Yeah, this one's been a ride. It's been a while.
It was a good one. I think
free flow. We needed a break.
Episode.
But
yeah, I think we did. Our genius can only be tapped for so long before we run dry. So thanks to all 5 of our listeners out there. We appreciate you. And maybe one of our viewers. I don't know who actually watches.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you
in the next one. I stole your line. Yeah.